Nick, you spent a lot of time with the Golden State Warriors last year, and they've gone through a lot of change. There's a lot different with the Warriors. They are now projected by Vegas to win 47 games. This is not a front-running team like it has been for years and years. What do you expect from the Warriors this season? Over or under 47 wins?
Jacoby, first and foremost, I would not touch that line. I think Vegas has nailed it because the Warriors could surprise a lot of people. And in talking to some of the coaching staff the last couple of weeks, I think they're loving the fact that everybody's counting them out. And Steph and Draymond historically always thrive in roles where they're the underdogs. And it's been a while since we felt that about this team because of all the success they've had. But they still have so much talent. And if DeAngelo Russell clicks with that group, all of a sudden you're looking at a team that could potentially make some noise. Now, on the flip side of that, this is a group, when you look at the back half of the roster on a team that's hard capped and you go, wait. Who's here? Alec Burks and Willie Cauley-Stein and a bunch of rookies and younger guys that nobody's ever heard of at this point. That's where you start to go, I don't know if I would touch it. And this is the key for any team in the league, but Jacoby, especially with the Warriors this year. If Steph or Draymond go down for any stretch early, goodbye. This team knows they need to play for a couple years down the road. They want to do well in the opening of Chase Center. They want to show that building is just as good as they have been the last few seasons. But if one of those two guys gets hurt early and they have to miss a month or so, everything is going to slow down, and they're going to say, let's get our picks in order. Let's play for a time down the road where we know we can be better together, and let's hope that we can show that we can get back to a championship level a couple years from now. So I see both sides, but if it's me going to the window, I'm looking for any other team besides the Warriors and their 47 at over-under.
Oh, see, Nick, I'm not afraid to give my opinion on camera. I think that they're going to be under 47 wins, and I feel strongly about this. This is going to be a bad year for Golden State Warriors fans. Now I'm going to say it on camera, and I'm asking you, over or under 47 wins for the Warriors?
If I'm picking right now, I'm going under because I think there are way too many variables here.
Me too.
And the rest of that roster, maybe they can develop some of those guys, but this year it's about keeping Steph healthy, keeping Draymond healthy, potentially getting Klay back and hoping for the best down the line.
So one of the biggest wild cards that will, swing this season for the Warriors is DeAngelo Russell. I was shocked when they added him to the roster, and I'm not really sure how they're going to fit him into what they do offensively and defensively. What do you think about the addition of DeAngelo Russell?
Well, neither are they, Jacoby. That's the key here. I think there are a lot of people in the organization who went, wait, DeAngelo Russell on a max deal? Okay, let's see how this goes. The key is that they didn't want to lose KD for nothing. And so now they have this piece. But with Russell, you don't know how he's going to fit defensively, and he's never been very good defensively to this point. So that would be my major concern. Pick and pop. He plays a different style. Can they fit him into what Steve Kerr has done over the years with Steph and Klay when he's healthy and Draymond running the show? I think they're going to want to move it up and down all the time, and they're going to want to play with a lot of tempo. But Jacoby, DeAngelo Russell, on paper, when you watch him, he doesn't seem to fit with what the Warriors have built over time. So I think he's going to have to adjust more than they're going to have to adjust around him. He's got to say, I'm ready to take a different step in my game, and I want to help this team as they wait for Klay Thompson to come back.
Well, I'm glad you brought up Klay Thompson because we've seen him rehabbing with his trusty dog by his side. And we expect him to be back, right after the All-Star game. What do you expect from Klay this season, late in the season?
February and March seem like the time when he would reappear. And Jacoby, when he does reappear, they believe that he's going to fall right back in line to what we've seen before, especially offensively. Shooting-wise, this is a guy who has all the confidence in the world, and he knows that he can make any shot from all over the floor, whether he's got both healthy knees in the moment or not. Defensively, I think that's going to be the struggle for him because he is so great on that end. He never gets as much credit as he deserves. Is he going to be able to move and shift the same way that he's done for so long in covering some of the best wings in the league? The people who watch him and have watched the rehab, they're confident he's going to come back sooner than later. This is not a situation like with Porzingis or Derrick Rose in years past where they go, let's be really cautious, let's hold him out. There is an expectation in the organization that he'll be back at some point after the break, but they want to be very cautious with how they bring him back in a year where they know they're not really going to contend for a title. So there are a lot of layers there, but I think Klay is going to surprise people with how good he can be initially whenever he does return next season.
We look forward to Klay returning, and I agree with you. You make a good point. I think offensively he'll be fine. I think it's the defensive part, staying with those wings and staying with the best players in the league. He always covers the best player on the other team. That might be where he struggles a little bit, but we'll see. We have some time for that.
Thanks for watching ESPN on YouTube. For more sports highlights and analysis, be sure to download the ESPN app. And for live streaming sports and premium content, subscribe to ESPN+.